Hello, team. Gareth again with Altitude AI and Alio Capital. Wanted to talk through another question that comes up often that's worth addressing, and we as wealth advisors and financial planners and investors, individually speaking, have every single day, which is, why do I own bonds? So again, here I have the E-Trade 70/30 portfolio. There may be a change or two here in this portfolio, but for all intents and purposes, we can treat it as is. And then all I did to get this portfolio uploaded into the system is I just pulled a CSV of it with positions and percentage allocation and uploaded it to using the upload button. And now all I have to ask is, why do I own bonds? Leo. Cool. Why do I own bonds in this portfolio? It's very simple. It's a question all of us have 100,000 times a day, either as individual investors, as users of FinTech apps, or as clients of a wealth advisor, because frankly, bonds don't look that good. And bonds are a difficult sell from an asset management standpoint, even though they're a hugely valuable part of asset allocation and modern portfolio theory and correlation. So rather than have a client of a FinTech app or a client have to just blindly trust me or remember what I told them when we set this portfolio up 2.5 years ago, as they're seeing markets hit all-time highs and their own portfolio underperform that, or I'm a newbie financial investor using a FinTech app and everyone keeps saying I need bonds, but I don't understand why. All I can do is just put in this 5-word prompt. I have a very clear response based on my suitability. So my risk allocation, right? What is in my KYC, what my goal is in terms of income and capital preservation, etc. Why that bond position is in my portfolio, ballast to your risk, right? This is all language that we would copy and paste straight into an email as a wealth advisor, or again, as an individual user of a FinTech app. I can immediately have a solution. Why is my robo portfolio built this way? All of a sudden, rather than having to go through a blog or read another article or open some other channel of communication, right? An opportunity for someone else to get advertising in front of my client, or for someone to leave a FinTech app, all of a sudden it's right here at their fingertips via an AI agent. And I can either, as a wealth advisor, copy and paste this into the snarky email my client just sent me, or as a FinTech app, I can just incorporate this particular tool into my AI helper. And the best part about it is, unlike, say, Claude or ChatGPT or any other LLM, these numbers are defensible. So I can say, what is the correlation? Here we go. Let's just ask that right now. What is the reduce volatility the bonds are adding, excuse me, this portfolio, right? And so immediately, rather than just making up a random answer like an LLM would and just say, well, people tend to say it's about 50% because of some Reddit thread somewhere on the internet. So I'm going to tell this person that just asked this question in ChatGPT that it's 50%. This is actually querying a handful of tools that say this is exactly what the difference in beta is on your overall portfolio because this particular allocation is added, right? You can see with the current or without the equity, right? Or with equity only, right? So you can see that here we have, 508 basis points more shallow, right? So we're seeing less drawdown. Here it is spelled out in true arithmetically defensible data, in plain English, right? This is exactly the kind of statement that I would want to send to my high net worth client that's saying, why on earth do you have me in bonds? And here it is in, call it 4 minutes. I was able to get a compliant KYC and suitability compliant statement that I can copy and paste into a client email and send to them. The other option is I reach out to my portfolio management team. I say, hey, can you send me some intern who can do this calculation for me and certify it? They're going to hem and haw and say, yeah, probably not. We don't want to share that kind of information with our clients because it's going to take us too long to calculate it. And we don't know if we trust the new kid to actually do the work. And I'm too busy because I'm a portfolio manager. So throw it in a spreadsheet and hope you don't get caught by your compliance audit through your emails, right? This is not a winning scenario. However, right here with a few clicks, And frankly, one sentence, I was able to get an immediate arithmetically defensible value statement around what value those bonds are having in my portfolio. And again, I use E-Trade 70/30, right? All of us have portfolios like this, either in our own personal lives, if we're managing our own money, or for our clients. So again, it's Altitude AI, just a backend MCP server, or you can use our own UX interface. Walk in, ask it whatever question, whatever portfolio you want, and get true, real, usable answers that can help retain clients and attract more assets.